What?
Except she doesn't have her pigtails.
Who says that Harley Quinn is defined only by pigtails?
She has pigtails a lot. Like, a lot. I like the Harley Quinn in the Arkham games. She was pretty sassy.
No. Oh, is that what you're looking for? Is sass?
Yep. I think the
Oh boy.
actress who played her in Suicide Squad actually did pretty good with her.
Margot Robbie. Huh?
Yeah. I just don't understand how she, being a psychiatrist, how she managed to
A
get
madman from Gotham's past
fucked up by the
returned to
Joker.
terrorize my city. He drew me into his twisted game, striking at the things I hold most dear. But I survived his deadly traps. I emerged the victor. But the cost was too great. Lucius Fox is dead. Riddler is dead. And with him, the only lead I had to taking down the greatest danger
I like
Gotham's
how he's
ever
like the
faced.
white-faced guy set him up.
And the person best equipped to
Joker
help
set him
me
up.
is a threat to my
And
deepest
then you
secret.
just saw a silhouette. You have no idea.
The
who it
Riddler
was.
was going to be my way in, once we captured
Who
him
took the shot?
alive.
You don't know that.
But now I
I
have
look
you
like
to
him.
lean on. A man who
How did
lives
he
on
look
both
like him?
sides
It's a
of the line
silhouette.
and knows
The man
exactly
was
when
in
to cross it.
darkness.
Yes, you and I will be working together.
Gee,
very
you're a laugh.
closely.
Now I get it.
Bruce Wayne.
You just jumping to conclusions here.
First thing you need to know, I can keep your secret.
I don't like
And
how
despite
he's
what you
reversed.
did, going behind my
No,
back
I mean,
to
she
more,
does run a government
I will
agency.
continue to keep it.
It's not that hard
No
to
reports,
put two and two together
nothing.
that
No one
Batman
else
has all
needs
his
to know.
awesome
To deal with the
expensive
present
high-tech-
threat, though,
You believe that John
I
knows
need
that you're
both
the
of you.
Batman?
The man inside
That's 'cause
and
he's crazy.
outside the
Crazy
mask.
people usually have
You have to understand,
to think
I'm not the
that.
enemy here. It may seem that way right now, but I'm not. Our problems
See,
are
she just
far
needs
too
both
big
you
for
and
us to be
Bruce Wayne
bickering
help.
among
She just
ourselves.
wants to put an end to
You
this.
shouldn't see me as an adversary.
If that's true, then
Reinstate Gordon.
reinstate Gordon as
Give
commissioner.
her a chance.
You really are loyal to that stubborn old mule, aren't you? I'll tell you what. Play nice with me now, and when this is all over,
Oh, fuck.
I'll make things right with Gordon. When Riddler's friends hear he's dead, they ain't gonna just carry on carrying on. They might get sloppy. They might want revenge. Or they might simply
I don't like
accelerate their
people who
plans.
Stick their noses in
I'm gonna need
the air.
eyes everywhere in Gotham. A man like Bruce Wayne, with all his influence and resources, can go places Batman can't. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Your public persona could be a great help to us here. Maybe even as much as Batman in certain situations.
I know when to
This is
be
gonna be
Batman
painful.
and when to be Bruce. It's the mask that fits best at the time.
Both.
Tactical. Now you're speaking my language.
You don't really interact with her that much this episode.
What the hell?
This episode is more about you going undercover.
Looks like the whole city's under attack.
We've got a report of a raid on the Gotham PD arsenal. If those bastards get their hands on our weapons...
This is coordinated. It's Riddler's gang. It has to be. We're gonna need Batman for this one.
Agreed.
Emergency services is already pushed to the limit.
Then we'll have to redeploy patrol officers to defend the arsenal.
Don't divert any men, Gordon. I can handle the arsenal call.
Thank you. Let's move, people. This is what we trained for.
There's been an attack in the financial district.
Biotech company on the west side is under siege.
hold that thought. I need to go use the restroom.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
No problem.
What more you want with me?
Hey, shut it.
You got what you came for. You don't need me.
Well, you better hope that's not true. Outlive your usefulness and the boss will make a pretzel out of your neck. Or keep running your mouth. Maybe I'll splatter you all over the wall.
Why don't you tell someone with a gun to your head that you don't need they don't need you anymore?
Whoa.
How many are there?
I don't know. 10 or 12, maybe? The really big one, he made me give him the keys to the armored transport vehicles. I didn't want to, I swear.
It's okay. Get out of here. Now.
Thank you, Batman.
Hey, you about done?
Yeah, just about.
All right.
are you?
A nightmare. Much like yourself. But you can call me Bane. A man cannot win a war alone. You fight well, but you fight alone. You will die alone. I can see why Riddler wanted to be the one to kill you.
Riddler is dead.
He's dead.
That Riddler?
You should be worrying about yourself.
I promised my men a hell of a battle if ever I faced you. And I'd hate to disappoint them. Oh, I haven't faced a true warrior since I left Peña Duro prison. Save your strength, man. This one is mine. I will give you a peaceful death if you take it. This pain you're feeling, Batman.
So there you go. Meet Bane.
You alright, boss? Did you get him?
There is nothing to fear, my friend. Keep your eyes open. Don't let anyone follow you to the warehouse.
Don't worry, we'll take the back way by the docks.
Safe travels, my friends.
Is his name actually Chip?
Yeah, it's at around the same time. Oh, so I have to call him.
No, you can choose between Gordon or Waller. I always choose to call Gordon.
Batman? Batman, what's wrong?
Hang in there. Help is on the way.
I like the Tim Burton Bane. Poison Ivy.
Really?
Yeah, even though he's like a blundering
First off,
idiot.
first off, that's not Tim Burton.
That was not Tim Burton?
Tim Burton only did the
Batman!
first 2 movies. That was Joel Schumacher.
Oh.
Batman!
Huh. He has a very
Say something if you can hear me.
No, you know the reason why it's all colorful? Because Joel Schumacher said they're called comic books, not drama books.
It won't move.
So everything was neon and bombastic and
I like that.
Batman, we're gonna need you to help us push this thing off you.
I think that's what I liked about that. I didn't like the fact that sort of
You can do it!
It's moving.
Or what about the fact when they fucking touch their heels together, they get ice skates coming out? What?
Come on.
Fuck you? Oh yeah, you know you forgot a lot. Did you forget about the Bat credit card? How does Batman have a credit card?
The mechanic. Where is
No,
he?
that makes no logical sense. The banks would know he's Bruce Wayne. You can't go and get a card and say your name's Batman.
I'm Batman.
He saved my
Give me a
life.
credit card, I'm Batman.
Batman?
Fucking
It's okay, Jim.
Alicia Silverstone, just show up and go, yeah, I'm Alfred's granddaughter.
That could be a real
What?
thing.
Now
When
I'm
you're feeling up to it,
Batgirl.
I'd love to hear what the hell
With
happened.
no training.
Who
You were
did
at a
this to
fucking
you?
all-girls school, and now apparently
He
you
called
have to be
himself
qualified to
Bane.
take on Poison Ivy?
His men loaded the weapons
What?
into the APCs. Said they were taking them to a warehouse near the docks. You need to find them.
Don't worry. We'll catch the bastards.
The
You better believe the
good
entire
part
force
about
is
that
motivated
movie
after what happened tonight. These bastards declare
Batman
war on our
and
city.
Robin, by the way,
Tell them to be
in
careful,
case you
John.
want to relive
Don't
it.
let them take
Hey,
any unnecessary
Arlen,
risks.
want to not like Batman
These
anymore?
men are dangerous.
Here,
Latoya,
watch
update the APB
this.
information and remind all units to proceed with
Is
extreme
all
caution.
the ice puns that Arnold
Don't
Schwarzenegger
need anyone else
does.
playing hero tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I did like the
Thanks for sticking your neck out and calling me with this.
that Batman.
I need all the
that
juice I can
thing.
get now that we live in Waller's Gotham.
It was different.
We're going to have to stick together if we're going to weather her storm.
Yeah, it was that
You
the
and
Dark
me?
Knight Rises, or was that? Which
We're
one?
nothing
Dark
like
Knight
her.
Rises.
We're men of principle who still believe in the letter of the law.
I will always have your back, Jim.
Thanks.
Bane, where you
Batman.
can't understand what you say.
You don't know how
I'll
good it is
always
to
have
hear
your
that.
back, Gordon. You're my best friend.
Thanks again for keeping me in the loop. It means a lot.
I don't know if I should go and, call
Right on
Waller
time.
just 'cause I don't like her.
I'll get to the Batcave.
In all honesty,
See if I
she's
can make
now
some
with his
sense of what
boss
happened
for
tonight.
the moment,
Yeah.
as told in the ending of the other episode.
What happened?
Oh, I was at the scene of a heist at the Gotham brokerage house when Batman called me here.
What were they after?
We're still getting a full account. Once the dust settles, I'll send you everything we've got. Detective Bullock's writing up a full report. I'll have him send you a copy.
Officers are ready for your deployment orders.
I've got to get going.
Oh, Bullock, fat guy.
Agent Avesta, you should be
He
resting.
doesn't like Batman in the end.
There will be time for that later. I wanted to thank you properly for saving my life. I wouldn't be here without you.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to rescue your partner.
I know you did everything you could have to save Blake. I hope you know that too. I know you called Gordon because you have history, but this is exactly what the director and her resources are here for. Working with Waller will be the fastest way to stop these murderers before anyone else gets hurt. Consider that. You should go take care of yourself.
Alfred, prep the med bay. We're going to need it.
forget what is like the saddest scene. Doesn't matter. Just walking out, reading. Everyone's like, "Oh, Batman's mortal." How is he supposed to grapple home?
He can't. He's gonna
I
have
have
to
a
walk
belief
home.
that he just called a cab.
He called an Uber.
Can you come pick me up? Gotham Docks.
Oh, there we go.
Bruce! I'm fine.
He's
Really.
bleeding internally.
You are not fine, Bruce.
My car, so.
None of this is fine. You were nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence, waiting for you to respond, they were the worst of my life.
Because he's Bruce
Didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
I'm so sorry to put you through that, Al.
You'll just do it again tomorrow? We already lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you, too.
Lost a piece of ear for you.
We could talk about all this later.
For you.
Come on now. Let's get you patched up. As if he wasn't bad enough. Now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand.
There's no
The
way
man
that
died
thing
for
is
you tonight,
speaking with a
Bruce.
Russian accent.
Trying to save you from that monstrosity.
No.
Too many have died.
No.
In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to
Why would a
rise.
Russian guy dress up like a luchador?
Alfred, we will get through this.
Why do you allow
You know that, right?
That's
will
too many
pass.
cultures mixing.
Yes,
That's wrong.
I know that, Bruce, and I'm sorry for not being my resolute self. It's just this Bane is terrifying. We've never seen this kind of destructive power before.
Waller was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger
Well, I mean,
threat.
yeah, we have a picture of Bane screaming like that.
Let's
Of course
begin
it's
with the dart I
terrifying.
pulled from his neck.
Can you give me a different
Got it?
photo?
I'm good, thanks, Al. Huh. There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
And did the same person pull the trigger?
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight. All
Oh
at the
my,
same
is it
time.
like
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage.
Tim Burton Batman poison? Remember when Joker spiked like so many different products that you didn't know, from toothpaste to your shampoo?
Gothcorp Labs,
dye,
genetic research
dye.
facility. Where do we even start with this?
Yes, I have no idea.
I don't know. I wonder
Authorities
if that's
can't
there.
determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20 dead, some completely encased in ice.
The others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled. Waller's intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological
How did he
material.
do that?
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though. Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead.
You're using knowledge that you have. Bruce doesn't. That's unfair.
Gotham brokerage. 10 million in diamonds stolen. Some safety deposit boxes emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead, and even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
Oh, that's barbaric. Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene. dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are as insane and gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone. All that carnage. All by herself.
Oh, John's friends are wholesome people. Scroll to the very bottom because the ones from last game are on top, if you want to read them. See, he's deceased. If you go to Blake, it says he's deceased. If you go to Vesta, I believe it's like, well, she's, you know, in mourning.
I didn't like it.
No, he didn't give off a good first impression.
No, he did not.
Especially that photo there. Makes him look like a little arrogant douche. Uncross your arms, buddy. What are you?
Guns, money, biotech. What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster, or take on his friends if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is on his own. Taking on all of them, that would be suicide in your current condition.
Of course I could use help. But both the GCPD and the agency are stretched thin. One thing's for sure. We can't just wait around for Bane to strike again. The death toll is already too high.
You told Waller you knew when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
John's hardly predictable, but it's a risk I'll have to take.
He clearly sees something in you that appeals to him. It'll be dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime to pull the wool over their eyes.
Bruce Wayne has influence, an endless bank account, and as of last year, questionable integrity.
Everything a criminal network looks for in a new recruit.
So that's it then. I find John Doe and accept his offer.
No, John's just a happy man.
The stacked deck. That's where he is.
I suppose you couldn't wait an hour or two while you rest.
Not a chance.
Batman?
Oh my god, you went to a slummy bar.
I'll tell you about Batman.
Episode
He's
2
no
of,
hero.
The first
The way
season
I
of Batman.
see it, he's just a bunch of hired muscle for rich guys. Guys like Bruce Wayne.
I see. Willie, tell Bruce
Look at his one
Wayne
purple
how
button.
that makes you feel.
It's a fashion statement.
Okay. It feels...
No, Willie, he's on your
He must
right.
always have purple on him.
Feels like crap, Wayne.
Preach!
And you're just a huge, colossal, gigantic, spoiled piece of Oh, I am, I mean,
I'm going to ignore what I heard. No harm done.
You set me up.
Nonsense. Bruce! Don't mind Willie. We're just messing with you. You look like you could use a drink.
Hey, John, what about my medicine?
Bottle's under my chair, Willie. You're making wonderful progress. I run a therapy circle here every second Sunday. These people need the expertise that I learned in Arkham. So...
The bartender seemed a little angry.
Rude know-it-all really got what was coming to him.
Authorities are refusing to comment on the death of the mysterious criminal known as Riddler.
Who am I? Who am I? You're a rotting, stinking corpse. That's who you are.
John, did you have anything to do with the Riddler's death?
I mean, I hated the guy, but... Geez, Bruce. You really think I'd be capable of cold-blooded murder?
Yes.
After everything you know about
What?
me?
No.
You really think I'd do that?
No, of course not. I mean, I know you hated him, but, you know, killer. What was I thinking?
I know what you were thinking. But hey, no harm done. Anyway, I was a little surprised to see you, Bruce. I'm guessing this is about that favor I asked. Look, before we get into that, I need to come clean. Riddler was more connected to my friends than I'd let on at the funeral.
Riddler? Really?
Yeah, he was kind of our leader, but he was just so bad at it and so intolerably annoying. I thought he'd be out of the picture by the time you came around. I should have told you. I didn't want you to think we were all like him. No secrets between us. Ever again. You have my word.
Look at this man. No secrets between you two. He's telling me everything. Do it.
Pinky swear.
Do it. Do it.
Friends for life. All right, let's go meet the guys. I'll let them know we're on our way.
I feel bad because I'm kind of playing them, kind of not.
I'm out of medicine. I don't like your...
We all know where this is going. He's gonna turn on you first.
Bothering my friend John.
Okay, fine. You're right. I'll leave him be.
Go away, Willie.
What are you... Screw you! Nobody disrespects me! No one's making a fool out of Willie! Not even you, John!
Easy, Willie. I can give you money if you just leave John alone.
A bribe? I can't be bought off that easy, Wayne.
This cash could buy you a whole lot of medicine.
Buys a lot of medicine.
Oh, well, when you put it that way. Thanks, Wayne.
Bruce Wayne, the enabler.
Yep. There you go. Be an alcoholic.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, handsome. Buy me a drink before you go.
You're following me?
Waller just wants to remind you. Stay on the clown and get to Bane. Whatever happens, keep your eye on the prize. Bruce, be careful.
Don't they have your best interest?
Cool. They're expecting you.
Don't.
Especially Amon. Amon, look at that. She said, "Be careful."
Bruce,
She cares for you.
One more thing. You can't tell anyone this. This is big. Huge. I think I'm in love. It's an odd feeling.
With me?
At first, I thought I had some kind of disease, but no. I think it's love.
I am so happy, John. You deserve the best.
I'd blush if I could.
So mysterious. You at least gotta tell me her name.
She'll want to introduce herself, but if you could please help me look good in front of her, I'd appreciate it. Come on.
Matchmaker
We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Well, help them look good.
You're letting the crazy man drive.
Almost got it. Damn it. I thought I had it. Here,
Pick the option that says hot wire.
I'm pretty sure this is how you get this thing started. Come on, come on, come on.
No, look, you're doing it wrong. Red's the battery, yellow's the starter. Spark one on the other.
You are literally my hero, Bruce. I mean, wow.
Oh, there she is.
And pick the option that
Don't turn around.
is in parentheses.
All right, Wayne.
Look at it.
You got my attention. Give me one good reason why I don't redecorate the windshield with your
Toss
noodle.
the mallet into the back.
I bet a smart guy like you has some real pretty brains. Real bright. That's a pretty good reason. I like a guy who's good with his hands. I'm just joshing you, rich boy. See? There wasn't even a bullet in the chamber. Oops. Let's put some music on.
Bruce, this is the lady I was telling you about. Harley Quinn. Isn't she a hoot? I knew you guys would hit it off.
Sure. I can see the funny
For
side.
this design,
See, I told you. Bruce is a good
nurse
sport.
from the Arkham series.
Yeah, the
Cordelia says you're chomping at the bit to meet us. I want to get an idea why. What do you get out of rubbing shoulders with the likes of us?
Well, when you have as much money as I do, you get bored. I'm just looking for a little excitement.
Excitement? The man who's got everything's looking for some new toys.
Well, you should have seen the way he took care of business with the guy in the bar, though, Harley.
I'm only rubbing shoulders with you.
Played him like a
criminal scum because
Stradivarius.
I'm bored.
Do us a favor, Pud. Skip over to that bodega and get me a slushie.
Right now?
Need a buck?
I got it.
Poor John. He just doesn't know who he is yet. You know, he's searching. Highly
I
impressionable.
love the dynamic that they put the twist
He
in the
thinks the
Harley
world
Joker
of you.
relationship.
So I asks myself, what's Bruce Wayne want with a lost soul like John? It's kind of a mismatch. Raises all kinds of questions.
John and I went through a lot in Arkham. He's a friend.
Oh, ain't that cute? You're sweet on little old puddin'. Here's the thing, lover boy. Guys like him don't have friends like you. You got that look in your eye, the kind that says you're trouble. And I only like trouble when I'm the one causing it. You got a good reason why I should trust you? 'cause I sure as hell can't see one. After all, you're a squeaky clean favored son of Gotham. How am I supposed to believe you won't run to the cops the first chance you get?
My father used to run crime in this city. It's in my blood.
Phooey. My mama was a grocer. I don't give two craps about fruits.
You think that's the same?
Don't matter. You'll show me soon enough if you got what it takes. Aw, gee, thanks, bud.
We gotta go. What were you guys talking about?
Your friend was just saying how much he liked you, Pud. Got a little man crush on ya. Ain't that right, Brucey?
I love the touch that they did, that they actually
Ain't that the gist of it?
put the hair behind her ears.
It's the truth.
Yep.
You just made my day, Bruce. I want you to know, the feeling's mutual.
He's like a bestie. I gotta treat him like a bestie.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's what
god.
he wants. You guys are
That
best friends
is the
for life.
best damn slushy ever.
But you also know that John likes
Suck on
Harley.
that.
And he seems like he would be
I
the most
swear, it'll
insanely
make your
jealous
whole
person in the
body
world.
shiver.
Oh no.
Come on.
Just
put
look
your
at how
lips
it's
on it.
framed in this one
I
scene.
ain't got cooties.
No thanks, I'm good.
Wait
Suit
for it.
yourself.
Look at it.
I'ma pretend I ain't offended.
I'll try some.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone say sure.
No.
Okay, here's what's going to happen now, Mr. Moneybags. You're gonna go get Mama a little present. From inside there.
Wayne Enterprises.
A little bird told me
I think
there's
that's
some
deal with
pretty
my own
fancy
company.
hacking tech up there.
Yeah.
Something called a phalanx key. Get it for me? I'll know you're on the level. Maybe I'll even bring you along on our next job. You'll get all the thrills you ever dreamed of.
What do you want with the phalanx key?
Why wouldn't I want it? I hear this thing opens half the security systems in Gotham. And it's just sitting there, hidden in your lab, waiting for someone to put it to use. What's the
Is
matter?
that the lady following?
You better not try nothing fishy. I don't want to have to splatter that pretty face.
It's okay, Harley. Bruce and I already
I don't
talked.
think that's Amon.
He'll do
I think
whatever
it is.
you want.
It looks
Is
like
that right? Will you
All
do
I'll say
whatever
is
I
she doesn't
want?
play another role in the rest of
Will
the
you
episode,
jump
so-
when I say jump? Will you
Hey,
bring me the
good
shiny
attention to
things I
detail,
ask
it
for?
actually is.
Well, this is a complex task. There might be some bumps along the way. Nothing is guaranteed.
Some things are. Like how fast I'll make you disappear if any of those bumps turn into trouble. You're on, Brucey boy. Make yourself useful and get me that phalanx key. And hurry. Mama really wants to get herself some tacos when you're done.
Got this, Bruce.
they're gonna make me walk a few blocks too.
Do you really want it to be shown? Bruce Wayne's getting out of a car with a bunch of clowns?
Bunch of clowns. Was I in a clown car?
Mr. Wayne. Yeah, if you could please sign in on account of the attack. So, what brings you in? If you don't mind me asking. Is everything okay?
Well, no rest for the weary.
Or for the wicked. You're all set, sir.
Well, Daryl, I didn't appreciate that little add-on to my joke.
Excuse me, sir. Ma'am, this is private property.
You really ought to rethink your hiring practices, Bruce. Your man's lying down on the job.
What did you do to him? Is he still alive?
Don't worry. A little bump on the head never kills anyone. Going up, Brucey. You do know how an elevator works, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, I might have pegged you wrong. Good boy. As long as you keep up this good behavior. Give me a hard time, I might have to go back and finish the job.
Yeah, he wasn't a very good guard anyway. I mean, isn't he supposed to keep people out? Maybe getting knocked down will teach him a lesson.
Did anyone see you do that?
Fancy joint like this probably has cameras. Hope they got my good side.
Thought you were gonna wait in the car.
And Harley figured you'd want some company.
Didn't want you to have to do this all by your lonesome. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Mr. Moneybags?
Of course. Glad you could join me. Welcome to Wayne Enterprises.
Thanks, sugar. All this is yours, huh?
Our place has way more personality. I have to say, Bruce, it's exhilarating to
You're
walk
keeping a
these
running tally in my
hallowed
head all
halls
the
with you.
bullshit you're doing.
This is where the wheeling and dealing happens. The power plays, the boardroom scuffles. I can feel all that toxic energy in the walls. You think I could run a place like this one day? Like you, Bruce? I think I'd get quite a kick out of being CEO.
If you keep your head down, work really hard, yeah, why not?
Oh, yeah, you worked real hard. You had a rich pops who stole everything not nailed down.
Oh, come on, Harley. Bruce's father worked really hard at taking other people's money. You gotta give him credit for that.
Hey, pull it together, Puds. All that slushy you drink has got you.
Friends from upstate.
Oh, Bruce, I'm surprised to see you. And these are... To whom do I owe the pleasure? I don't believe we've met.
Friends from upstate. They don't get to Gotham often.
Yeah, you know, we just couldn't miss getting a look inside this place.
Oh? You should have told me you were coming in.
The only most
I'd have had
logical
facilities
choice
set
of
up a
these
tour.
crazy people.
Why don't you show us around? All we really want to see is the crater.
Is this some kind of joke?
Do I look funny to you? Like I'm some kind of punchline or something?
Excuse me?
Lady.
You gonna let your employees sass me like that? Is this the kind of operation you run here? Your worker bees just mouth off whenever they want.
Leave her alone.
I ain't even gotten started.
I said back off.
Your friends don't suit you, Bruce.
You got a firm grip, Mr. Corporation. The kind that makes a girl go weak at the knees. Wanna show me what else you can do with those hands? We could carve out some alone time. Just you and little old me.
Tempting, but I'm pretty sure that would be a bad idea.
Yes, that would be a terrible idea. Bruce has a job to do.
Shut your pie hole, will you, John? You gotta learn to live in the moments.
Those pants are for me, Harley.
For Catwoman.
No, that's what John's coming and going. It's a terrible idea. It's for me. Look how pissed she is that she got turned down.
Wait here, I'll be right back with you.
Forget it, Brucey boy. Your secret lab ain't really a secret. Cobblepot's got quite a mouth on him. I don't think he ever shut it the whole time I was working at Blackgate Prison. He told me all sorts of interesting stuff.
Don't touch
Say,
the chess piece.
do you like chess? Work your magic. Tick-tock. What's the holdup?
I don't like this.
Fuck you, Cobblepots.
Playing this, pretending to be a bad guy thing.
Tight squeeze.
You know, I think you two are the closest
don't like
friends I've
Harley?
ever had.
Not this Harley. You're a bit of a bitch.
Well, don't worry. You have a one-on-one with her later.
I present to you our secret lab.
Lucius, you have seriously outdone yourself this time.
Glad you like it.
Like it? Oh, no, this changes everything.
It was getting a bit dodgy hiding all those batarangs in the Wayne Enterprise R&D wing.
Thank you, Lucius.
Come on. Now the real work starts.
Somehow I was expecting more.
Where's the giant crater? I thought this was where your friend went out with a bang.
That was his office upstairs.
Better question. Where's the phalanx key?
It should be in the vault.
You need to calm your tits, Harley.
Well, what you waiting for, sweetie? Go get it.
It's almost like Harley's acting like how Joker normally does. Joker's acting like how Harley normally does.
I don't like it. I don't like Joker looking like a little wuss.
Lock protocol vault
Because he's not
thumbprint
Joker
required
yet.
Lucius funds.
He's John Doe.
That's not right. Why the lockout? Someone's been in here.
What's taking so long, Bruce?
It's saying it won't open without Lucius's thumbprint.
And that got blown up with the rest of him, didn't it? Oh, all the dumb luck. You're saying we can't get it open, then? Harley's not going to like that at all. Or you.
Let me try to find latent prints around here with my scanner.
Always thinking, this guy.
Dinner to celebrate Tiffany's first day at Wayne Enterprises. Sorry you didn't make it there, Lucius. I remember when Tiffany brought that back from art class. All right, that's a start. Tiffany built that rocket herself. Lucius was so proud. Getting there. still unconscious. Hope he's not hurt too badly.
Put down the carbonation.
The funny thing is, I don't even have anything to drink.
One more partial
Stop
print should do it.
swallowing air.
Just a bunch of old reports. Need to remember to clean out some of this junk. Not a single usable print. There we go. Okay, this'll work.
Now that's a shiny piece of metal. What's it do?
I'm not even sure if it works.
It's an EMP generator, Puddin'. Tell him what it does.
It emits a pulse that knocks out other nearby electronic devices.
Who wouldn't want to try that?
Even now, still finding ways to help me. Stay there. Don't touch anything.
I touch what I want when I want, Brucey boy. You knew what's best for you. You'd quit giving orders and find me that key.
Bitch, you better listen to me.
Remember, Hans,
Looking
use the best
for this.
policy.
Tiffany.
I told you I'd find out what you got my dad mixed up in. This is much worse than I thought.
You're not safe here. You have to hide.
What the hell are you doing with a secret room full of weapons? What's going on here, Bruce? What's all this for?
Your father worked with Batman. That's who all this stuff is for.
Batman. I knew it! His tech. Dad's fingerprints are all over it. I came looking for answers, but I didn't expect this.
Bruce.
These people you're with. I saw on the cameras what they did to that guard. To Regina.
They'll do the same to you, or worse. Get out of sight.
Bruce, what's taking so long in here, huh? Hey, I know you. We met at your father's funeral.
John.
Okay, Bruce, you need to get physical. I get it. We'll be as quiet as lab rats. But what about Harley? I mean, she's gonna want to know about your, friend here. What am I supposed to tell her?
You don't have to say anything to her, John, okay? It can be our secret.
In Arkham, I was well known for my discretion. All the guards confided in me. I don't like lying to Harley, but I'll do it for you, Bruce. What I really need is the Phalanx key. You give me that, I can go out there and, you know, make Harley happy.
You can have the key. Just leave Tiffany out of it, okay?
You mean this thing?
That's it?
You've got to be kidding, Bruce. You can't give these psychos anything from this lab.
Hey now, no need to get personal. We're all on the same side, remember?
Come on, Bruce. You know how dangerous this tech could be in the wrong hands.
Please, Tiffany. I've been honest with you every step of the way. Now I need you to trust me. Please.
I better not see this on the evening news.
Thank you. This makes things so much better for everyone.
Thank you, Tiffany. You made the right call.
Harley will be over the moon when I show her this.
Stay out of sight until we are long gone.
Whatever. Bruce. You better know what you're doing.
Took you long enough? I was starting to think you got sucked into a portal to another dimension or something.
Don't worry, Tiff. I'm Batman.
You boys did
I know
good, you
what I'm
know?
doing.
Made Mama proud. It don't look like nothing special.
You've got what you wanted. Now let's just get out of here.
Load that thing up too, John. I need it. Hurry it up.
Oh, poor Joker. No Pac-Man.
Why is it?
Bruce.
Oh, when Harley's doing the heavy lifting,
right?
it's okay. It's to be expected. But
fine.
Poor Joker. Oh my God. I can't
I
believe
was
she's
keeping
making
an eye
him
on you
do
over the
this.
security feed.
What? Harley, go
Well,
fuck
breaking into
yourself.
my own
Do this
company
for me.
was
You need to calm down with your sass.
Things could have gone so much
Only
worse.
Joker's allowed to
But
treat
you managed to
bad,
keep
not
both
the other
John
way
and Tiffany
around.
quiet.
What is
Was
this?
a masterstroke, Bruce.
What is a horrible...
That young one is smarter than both of us, Bruce.
Oh
It's
my
only
God,
a matter
you're
of
so
time before
ingrained
she
with the
puts the rest of the
Joker-Harley
pieces
relationship. You can't see it the
I
other
heard you
way.
reveal that Lucius worked with Batman. But will that satisfy her?
Oh, I love it.
You know what she's like. She won't stop digging until she gets to the truth. Maybe we should just tell her.
I've always regretted not being more honest with you about your father's life. Don't make the same mistake I did.
You're right. I'll be as honest with Tiffany as I can.
Very good.
With regards to tonight's other catastrophes?
Your night watchman got a nasty lump on the head, but don't worry. He'll be fine. I've already arranged for him to get a generous payout and an extended vacation.
And replaced tonight's offending security camera feed with dummy footage.
Yeah, thank you.
As for Regina, I'm afraid she's going to be curious about your friends from upstate. Your encounter there was too bizarre to be ignored.
After what went on, it'll be a challenge to smooth things over with her.
The other two options are they say that they're there to buy Wayne Enterprises, and she's like, "What? Why wasn't I notified?"
You're always so good at this, Alfred.
Or they're like, "Yeah, we're going to redo everyone's
I suppose I will.
suits. You'll all end up looking like
Bruce.
us."
I know we agreed there was no better way to get to Bane. And believe me, I want to see these monsters pay for what they've done. But this whole masquerade with John and Harley, well, frankly, it's exhausting. Well, be careful, and good luck.
Those things will kill you. Consider quitting.
You sound like my daughter. Here.
I don't like smoking.
You're welcome. It's information on Harleen Quinzel from sealed records we dug
What's
up at the
great
coroner's
is if
office.
you didn't say that when you talk to him, he leaves this scene with a cigarette.
Harleen Quinzel's father committed suicide after decades of struggling with mental illness.
Yeah, tough story. Quinzel was a devoted, successful doctor.
But she couldn't save him. Must have been hard on her. The trauma of her father's death caused her breakdown. Turned her into the monster she is today.
Now, I know what she's done, but I can't help but feel a little sorry for her. It's gotta be rough on a person, going through all that.
People are traumatized every day, Jim. Most find a way of dealing with it without having to bash people with a hammer.
Just because you go through shit,
I guess
doesn't
you're
mean
right.
You have to be a bitch. Just saying.
Gordon, you're dismissed.
This is still my goddamn station house.
He's forgetting I'm the one who can make or break his career right now.
You only remind me every other minute.
Clearly, I need a better method of getting the message across.
Jim, live to fight another day.
Grow up, both
But for
of you.
now, listen to her.
Listening's the easy part. The hard part's tuning her out.
Sorry.
She's got some kind of leverage on you, doesn't she? If she's jammed you up somehow, just say the word. I'll appeal to the mayor, the governor, whatever it takes to get her off your back.
I'll do whatever I can to help you.
She knows who I am, Jim.
Oh, yeah? Well, so do I. You're Batman.
You're Batman.
That's all you ever have to be. That's all Gotham needs you to be. And you, if you're threatening to take that away, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't want to hear it.
Just supposed to come to Gotham, put the chains on Riddler and his gang, and get the hell out. I'm just saying, this city gets under your skin fast. Know what I mean? Best laid plans and all that.
You didn't choose this profession because it's easy. You do the job, or you don't.
You're absolutely right. I guess you locals see it differently. Agent of Esther. She fought to get on this assignment, you know? Wanted to see her old neighborhood. Wanted to see you. Her hometown hero. She wanted to impress you. She admires what you do for the people of this city. Your respect is important to her.
She certainly succeeded on that front.
She's one of my best. Still, wanting to impress you? It's the same thing that made her move too fast on Riddler. Now there's a lesson learned. So, Wayne Enterprises. Heard you made some new friends.
You're having me followed.
Thanks to you, these very bad people have an EMP and a key that'll open every lock I would want to keep bolted shut. They're clearly planning something. The stakes are too high to leave anything to chance. You know, I actually considered asking you to infiltrate Riddler's gang. Before everything blew up, I knew I could count on you to get me close to them. Close to Bane. You're good at this. Seems like you've already won Harley Quinn's trust.
What you saw was just a test.
An operation like theirs requires someone with your resources. As long as you don't blow it, they're gonna want to keep Bruce Wayne around until they take him for all they can. Get them away from their base of operations. Somewhere they'll be exposed. When they're all together, out in the open, contact me. I'll be standing by, ready to ambush. We'll take them down when they're at their most vulnerable. Sound good? They'll never know what hit them.
You need to involve Gordon.
Don't tell me how to run my operation.
His people know this city better than anyone.
And they have their hands filled with other priorities right now. Batman. If it gets bad for you, just remember. We're out here. When you're in deep like this, you need friends. Let's say everything goes pear-shaped, and you get stuck in there longer than you'd like. Then what's right, what's wrong, it all gets blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you're not proud of before this is done. You hear me?
Bitch, you obviously don't know.
That's just how these kinds of operations go down.
I created Batman to strike fear into criminals, not become one.
Batman's not the one rubbing shoulders with them at the moment. You should think about which one Gotham really needs right now.
Al, I'm in.
Just don't stay embedded any longer than necessary.
I'll be in and out, Alfred. Just long enough to figure out their plans.
Good luck, Bruce. Stay safe.
Get sleepy?
No, no.
All right. Here we go.
Guess I need to open it first.
Hey now! Welcome to our little hideaway and home away from home, the end of the line. We're happy to have you.
Thanks, John.
You said you'd kill him after you got what you needed.
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change her mind?
Could someone get me out of these handcuffs, please?
Kick Bane.
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you.
Boss.
Well, it seems like the Prince of Gotham is more like an empty suit. I bring us back the transport and the arms we require. You bring back a worthless aristocrat. We don't need his money. We have what we need to finish this, thanks to me.
He ain't worthless, you overgrown bicep. He already got us an EMP device and the failing scheme. I'll betcha I can find a use for him.
I do not care how much these two swoon over you, Wayne. We don't want you here, and we don't need you here.
Whoopsie.
What the
John! Turn it off!
Turn it off! Now!
Can you do something about this?
It's Freeze. Freeze is coming. What have you done?
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice!
I swear, if you don't get that electricity back on immediately, I'll send you to a
It's
frozen
the only
hell.
way you make Mr. Freeze interesting is giving him his wife.
What?
No, look at the panel and you have to match the thing. So the metal is green. Yeah, there you go.
Well, at least we know that it works.
I must check on Nora. See how she is.
You may have impressed these two, but I haven't made up my mind about crushing your skull.
Fair enough.
Everyone back to work. There's still a lot to get done.
Who put you in charge?
Somebody has to give the orders.
That was a nice job before. Come on up to my office.
Oh, it's kind of a heart-to-heart with Harley.
Listen, Bruce. I just want to clear the air a little. You distanced yourself from us back at your office.
You impress her if you
I don't
do.
blame you,
Just
after
say
all
you
the
learned
trouble
it
I
in Arkham.
caused. You probably noticed I like to stir things up. It's a bad habit. Well, it's made me more enemies than friends. I want to say I'm sorry for messing with your people. Your employees. I know they probably mean a lot to you.
Thank you, Harley. Your apology means a lot.
Really? You probably think I'm a terrible person, but I want you to understand. You've seen these animals I work with. In my business, you let your guard down for a second, you get torn to shreds.
I can only imagine.
If I'm always pushing buttons, it's to keep people off balance, you know? Keep them guessing my next move. Keep the real me hidden. I hope you ain't gonna judge me for it. To be honest, I've been at it so long I don't even notice I'm doing it. It's just a part of who I am.
We all wear masks, Harley. You don't have to be a criminal for that.
Even you? You ain't like these others. Bane's a powder keg. Freeze. Well, you saw Freeze. John's sweet, and believe me, he's got heaps of potential. But he's still a growing boy. You, though, you got your head screwed on right. You're reasonable. I can work with reasonable. We're pulling a job tonight. I want you to be a part of it. You already showed you know how to use that EMP better than any of these other clowns. I want you to come with.
A job? Sounds intriguing. What's the target?
I like you, Brucey, but I never give up all my secrets on a first date. It's need to know, and you don't need to know. All will be revealed eventually. Using that EMP, though, that's gonna make tonight's job a whole lot less messy. And that no-neck asshat Bane, he loves making a mess. People getting killed just makes his day. If you're gonna come with, you gotta convince the others.
Convince them?
It's a real pain in the ass sometimes, but you need a majority opinion for anything big. And bringing you along, well, you got some persuading to do. Let me know how I can help.
Listen, I know about your father. About how you tried to help him.
He was a lost cause that made himself a shotgun lunch. What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? You trying to get in my head, Brucey?
Look, I lost my parents too.
I know the story. Everyone in this goddamn town knows the story. It don't make you president of the Dead Parents Club. If I wanted to talk about my pop, I wouldn't have had those records hidden. Which brings me to thinking, how the hell would you know a thing like that? You snooping around my private life? You got some inside track I don't know about.
It wasn't exactly a secret in Arkham, Harley. People talk, especially when they're out of their minds on meds.
That's right. Your stint in the loony bin.
Still friends?
Yeah, still friends. To be honest, I'm impressed you found that out. Just don't bring it up again.
So what's the deal with Freeze? He's unique.
You mean why he's blue and wrapped up in machinery? Accident in the lab. Here's the thing about Freeze. Only thing he gives two hoots about is his wife. He gave up everything to try and save her when she got sick. And I mean everything. Job, health, soul, the whole shebang.
She's dead?
Frozen stiff. Keeps her on ice in the next room while he searches for a cure. Ain't that just kooky? I mean, it explains why he flipped when the EMP went off.
So they turn into crime in order to fund keeping her.
I don't know. Sounds pretty romantic to me.
Bruce, you big softy. I suppose you could see it that way. It's just made him into such an angry person. You know?
It's tearing him up inside. Talking about his wife is the only way to get Freeze to pay attention to you. But watch yourself. His attention ain't always a good thing.
I'm thinking when I'm done talking to Harley, I might go to bed. Getting almost sleepy side.
I get the feeling Bane doesn't like me very much.
That knucklehead respects strength and loyalty. Show him you got those, and he'll come around. He's a man's man. I don't got much time for all that burly machismo, but sit him down for a beer or something. He'll hear what you gotta say. He may kill you when you're done, but at least he'll listen.
Yep. Alright, I'll pause it here. End it. How much longer do I have? Oh. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow.